Welcome back, everybody. The Grand Tactician, Civil War. I'm Grumpy Grandpa Gaming, and this is episode 5 for Confederate Spring of '63 campaign using the Whiskey and Lemons DLC. Now, last episode, we were a little busy. We did fight 2 battles, and our headquarters took a turn for the decidedly dark and spaghetti western type of layout. Did have a small action during the winter up here at Winchester, and then we just fought another action over here at Front Royal Bridge, in which our brigade was seen off, which actually ended the battle early, gave it an inconclusive conclusion. Say that 3 times fast. So now we know if your brigade leaves the field, it actually ends the entire battle, which is news to me. But yeah, our brigade was basically decimated at that fight. We were below 50% strength now. We're down to 336 men with 238 disabled. So we're not coming up to a full strength anytime soon. So it looks like the next battle or 2, until we get our numbers back up, we'll be kind of sitting on the outskirts and the edges of that fighting. Trying to use our wit words to the best advantage that we can get. You know, in the comments, some people saying I should have gotten into town, other people saying I was left out to dry. It was kind of a mix of both things I should have done. I think my biggest failure in the last battle was once I was on the heights, I'd begun withdrawing towards the main line of battle, but then I noticed it looked like there was only the 1 brigade coming at me at the time, so I decided to stay and gun it out, and then the other 2 brigades from that division showed up, and they chased me pretty damn hard, which is, I don't know if anybody else really noticed that during the playthrough, but they stayed on top of my brigade the entire time, and I'm not used to seeing something like that. You know, I really didn't notice how hard the AI was chasing me until I went back and watched the playthrough again. So, something I got to be cognizant of and going forward is that the AI might just chase me down. I kind of noticed it in my live stream playthrough also, where my brigade was up on the flanks and trying to keep out of combat, and they were sending people after me, even though we're nowhere near the combat zone. So, AI knows where you are, it's coming for you. I think that's pretty well established, at least on my playthroughs. As I said, we've gone into a spaghetti western headquarters here. You got the good, the bad, and the ugly. You got the trusty sergeant, who's very helpful for us. Our glorious partisan, who's now got us accused of war crimes. And our drinking companion, who I actually now have off on an escapade, which should bring me more fame, but not in a good way. Should be done in 7 more days, so we're going to see how that turns out. Actually, I'm going to play on the clock here while we're talking. And we were also defamed because of the last battle, though doesn't look like it's really actually had much of an effect on us. Our fame has not really gone down. We only lost 0.79. Didn't even lose a full fame point. So that really didn't have any effect on us. I think we fought well enough where there was no massive effect against us. So we should probably get rid of the defame fairly well. And I don't think we should have been defamed to begin with, considering our brigade was basically wiped out. I think that covers everything for right now, so I'll be back with the next combat, or probably we're going to see what happens with that stunt my companion's pulling right now. Alright, it's now April 23rd, and our action is accomplished. Now that was something to tell your grandchildren about. The men were in awe about the fearlessness you and your buddy demonstrated, while completely drunk, of course. Stuff of legends, really. Hopefully the dogged headache will ease up at some point. I wonder if that gave us another perk, but I don't think so. But it should have increased our fame. So let's go take a look at that real fast. Not really, it doesn't look like. It does not seem to have increased us at all, basically. Now I'm sick. Awesome. Does not really bother me too much. Anything here we want to do right now? So I'm allowed another action each. I don't want to. $100,000 for 1,000 prestige. This might actually be worth it, so I get the division sooner. But it means siding with the Democrats, and I'm a fire eater. Wonder how much that would affect me if I did that. We'll hold off on that now. I may want to say pocket that one for the future when I'm looking to go higher than a division. They'll give me the division right now, but I may need that down the road. Hold off on that one. I'll be back. Alright, we do have our next combat here. We're now engaged with the 1st Corps Army of Virginia and the headquarters from the Army of the Potomac. Kind of an odd matchup here. Bringing 24,595 infantry, 2,100 cavalry, and 80 guns under the command of John Buford. He's not commanding the Army of the Potomac, is he? But we're bringing our own corps. The Department of North Carolina, an additional 7,500 men, and Army Northern Virginia headquarters. So we're bringing 21,039 infantry, 3,800 cavalry, and 38 guns to fight under Bobby Lee once again. So I will see you all on the other side of the load screen. Alright, welcome to at least our second battle of Winchester. We're on the defensive, and we're defending here along Front Royal Pike. The Federals only have the one entry point here on the Valley Turnpike. Looks like we control everything else. Defend location. Okay, we're already on that location. Our morale is not very good right now, though. It should come up to 64%. It shouldn't be capped out. Back up to 422 men, though. That is not a lot. Not even enough to put out skirmishers. So I think we're going to do is start building some breastworks here. Even though it's not going to help us perk up, this will help us in the fight. It looks like it might be a few minutes still. Let's just pump this up. Federal should be right around here, coming straight for us for the most part. Nichols Brigade. Look at the size of that thing. That thing should be right up in front of us. Some very large brigades. For 1864, these are very large brigades that we're looking at here. Yeah, almost 3,000 men in that brigade. All right, looks like it might still be a few minutes, so I'll be back. All right, it's now 1745, day one. We're pretty heavily engaged all along the lines here, and I don't know what's going on with our army, but they are once again letting things go to hell. This cavalry brigade came around, wiped out a battery. These two cavalry brigades, same two from last time that didn't support me, did not support that battery. They keep running away from this one cavalry brigade, even though they pulled out. They're both equal in strength to it and outnumbered, even with their low morale, should be easily able to take care of this brigade. So we're now engaging towards our rear. Andrews Battery and Nichols Brigade did not react. Nichols Brigade is, yeah, I'm commanding good grind. I'll never change the names. Here's Andrews Battery. We can only do so much back here to support them. They're not going to help themselves. He's now showing the flank, and he's still not reacting to these guys. I want to stay as long a range as possible from this fighting. Because of my casualty numbers. Already engaging at will. We're a little late on that one. Building all these breastworks and the army's not even... Oh, there's the end of the day. We somehow ended up back here. Alright. See how this day goes. Back to constructing these breastworks for a little bit here. See if our boys won't actually use them. Once again, it looks like we're taking heavier casualties. We're 2,100, they're 2,700, but I wouldn't be surprised if they lost more overnight to attrition than we did. Brigade is that? Nick, why the hell's the largest brigade backing away from the fight? Are you kidding me? Look at that. They're just taking damage without even trying to return fire. What the hell is going on? There they go. Now they're reacting. I'm starting to lose faith in Mr. Bobby Lee here. Not standing there gunning it out if the larger brigades are not. Decidedly going against us casualty-wise. both even on caches for the most part. We are losing this battle. We should not be. Boys, why are we not firing? Anymore, start firing again. Alright guys, they're in our cone of fire. Start shooting. Breastworks aren't built. They shouldn't be blocking our fire at all. Around this way. Whole portions of the army that haven't fought. It'll cause some damage from this flank here. Yeah, this is decidedly bad. We're gonna lose this. Boys, move away. Double time. I think we got orders to pursue us. Oh. cavalry is not going to help. Get on the fence. They're just pursuing us. You're going to stay right there? Let's do that. Take them on at range. Here they come again. Are you going to engage them from the rear? Please tell me you are. No? Alright. Fall back. Damn cavalry's useless. Going to keep pulling back at this point. They are just pursuing us. This doesn't make sense. They are just eagle-eyed in on our brigade. Moving away. No, they're not. What the hell? They think it's last battle. They are just coming after our brigade and coming after it hard. Crap, we broke it. Nice. Oh, their army is breaking. Look. Oh, wow. I think we both went to the major casualty range here. Yeah, we did. We're at 37% casualties. They're at 35%. Almost even on in numbers. I don't think we should have won this fight. That's pretty disgusting. Those are disgusting numbers. Let's take a quick look at the paperwork, see how our brigade did here. Not the highest casualty causing brigade, but we basically put out the same amount of casualties as we had men in their brigade, so looks like everybody got a shot in there on somebody. So we did 352 to infantry, 84 to cavalry, a total of 436, which is about the size of our brigade. All right. Everybody killed someone. Everybody gets a whiskey ration tonight. Looks like Harris is wounded from our division. Brigadier General Daniel, Lieutenant Colonel Carter. Gordon's wounded. Perry's wounded. Not too bad for us. I doubt the Union suffered as much as we did. Buford is in charge of the Army of Potomac. Peck's wounded. Show me the cavalry brigade. I'm clicking all the way hell down here. Yeah, there's the Irish Legion. It's under Kilpatrick. That should be under Cochrane. Oh, wait, no, I think he's dead at this point. My bad. All right. Speed this along and get her shut down. Did manage to level up our sharpshooter perk just a little bit more. Not as much as I'd like it to have been, but we lost 151 men in this fight because that brigade just stayed on top of our asses. They didn't earn much in the way of prestige either. So our army lost 8,902 of its 20,971 infantry, 262 of its 3,800 cavalry, 21 of its 42 guns. But we get those back because we retain the field. Total loss of 9,453 men, 25,462 that we have in the field. Federals lost 9,000 or 24,000 infantry, 1,100 or 2,100 cavalry, 65 or 85 guns. Total loss of 10,000 up to 28,000 men. And we only gained 42.3 prestige for this fight, 27.3 for casualties inflicted, 15 for reaching the combat. We didn't even get any prestige for building those breastworks, so. Alright, I will see you all back on the map screen. Alright, victory at Winchester. Lieutenant Colonel Ferguson lost face, and General O'Neill became famous. Let's get this rolled off and see what the map looks like after that. Some dealt with these armies down deep. Big concentration of us over here. Going after 14th Corps, looks like. And our 1st Corps is under siege at Harper's Ferry. That can't be good. Yep, they just lost it. Things are still not looking good for us. It looks like it might be quiet for a little bit longer here, so I'll be back. Alright, it's now May 18th, and I was just going over a few things in the game. We're in a bit of a precarious situation here. Our Corps has been left in the valley, far away from the rest of the army, which is down here south of Richmond. Looks like it's trying to retake the Drury's Bluff garrison. We have the 2nd Corps, Army of Potomac, south of us, 1st Corps, Army of Virginia, north of us. And it's just us and the Department of North Carolina. Our numbers are still not recovered from the last battle. But I'm not sure how much longer this war is actually going to go on, as the power bar here is slid very heavily into the Federals' advantage. Come over here to strategy. Yeah, our national morale is down to 28. National support's at 23. Morale of the armies is below 50 for both, so that's not a big deal. They got 591,328 men in the field to our 409,237. I'm unsure as to how much longer this war is going to proceed. I don't even know if I'll make it to a divisional command before this war is over. But we're actually so close to the end here, I do believe, unless there's a drastic change. Taking that fort's not really going to do anything here. Unless there's a drastic change coming, and which is not right now, because it looks like our Corps is about to be attacked. Here they come. Just lost another fort. It looks like they're besieging Department of North Carolina, but that won't last long. District Western Kentucky. Surprised they're not moving against us. Department of North Carolina should not hold long. They only have like 3,000 men. They got 4,400, 1,500 casualties. Being attacked by 1st Corps, 22,000 men. And we're still defamed. We're progressing up the rank pretty fast. We're already at 24%. We just got promoted last month. And we are sick again. Another defeat. Yeah, I think this war is going to end here in a little bit. This is now almost all the way over into the Federals' favor. Looks like our front might be quiet for a little bit longer here, so I think I'll keep this episode going until the end of the war, which looks like it's around the corner. Alright, we have ourselves another engagement here. We are engaged in the 1st Corps Army of Virginia and its headquarters with 20,184 infantry, 1,500 cavalry, and 61 guns under the command of William Smith. Right now it's just our 2nd Corps with no reinforcements on the way, so we've just been hanging out in the valley for some reason away from the rest of the army. So Yule's in charge of us. We're bringing 10,200 infantry, 3,500 cavalry, and 19 guns to this fight. So I do not see us being victorious in this one at all, especially after the last couple of fights we witnessed. I think we'll very easily get casualtied out of this one. So obviously we got to fight this battle out, so I'll see you all on the other side of the load screen. Alright, welcome to at least our 2nd battle of Front Royal Bridge here. We're on the defensive once again, same defense point along the Front Royal Pike. We've actually built entrenchments. I'm a little surprised by that. We've got the cavalry mounted in behind them. We're actually in the damn center. 343 men on the main road, though. I don't see them coming at us down this road. Probably approach down this road, try to get around. AI's been doing a good job of flanking movement, so they'll probably just move right around these entrenchments. Not in a really good position. It's 0600 now. Basically, they have 2-1 odds against us. I don't see this battle lasting long, but I'll come on back in once the Federals start approaching. I think we honestly just moved into a definite defeat here as we're going off of the offensive and coming off the defensive and going into an offensive. There's a cavalry brigade on the edge there. I'm just kind of letting my brigades hang out back here for a little bit. Move out to the field this way, see if we can't get around the edge of that cavalry. Coming down the road, support them. Why the hell? We go out to attack. Got 3 more brigades of infantry coming up. That's the whole army coming down this road right here. I think we're about to witness the death of this brigade. Fall back, fall back, fall back, back to the entrenchments. Some damage to that brigade, not much. Nichols is taking a beating, or he got a good brine, yeah. As long as we keep them at extreme range, we should be good for this fight, but we're still gonna lose it. Alright, they're actually ignoring us and going after good brine. And once he's gone, that's kind of it. There's a whole division back here. I don't understand why Yule ordered us into an attack. Oh, crap. Pull back. Glad I just saw that. Let's pull back on the rest of the division here. Look at that. That is not a good place for Nichols to be right now. Oh, good brine. Cells in the entrenchments real fast. Where the hell are you boys going? This is why you don't play at extended speeds. Halt. God damn it, halt. Yeah, we're 2,500 casualties. They're 2,100. We don't have the same staying power as them. We're at 17% casualties. It's actually my division up here still. Yeah, at the entrenchments, they were actually coming at us, and we had to decide to go out and attack. Oh, what the hell is the AI thinking? Do some damage onto the flank of this brigade here. You know what? They're coming out the entrenchments now. I should not be moving in here. As they stand there and not facing us, we are good. Where the hell are those two sprites coming from? What the hell? Somebody back here, is there? No. time for us to abandon the entrenchments. Yep, let's go. Back off, boys. Let's go. Skirmishers might save us. I'm trying this brigade to get ready to break. You can't break that. Back. They're coming at us. Fall back. Oh, we cannot afford to be losing these men. I stayed there too long. They're going to keep pursuing us. Look at that. If they turn to face these guys, I'll go back to engage them. But it looks like they are going to keep after us. They're going to keep backing away. Looks like we're about to get the second level of our perk, too. You guys coming out for us? Can't tell. I'm almost out of ammunition. Oh, why aren't we fired? Is that brigade back off? guys are just going to pursue us, and I can't stand there and fight them. Honestly surprised the Federals have not finished this one off yet. Staff officer coming, going to keep pursuing us. What are those orders going to? Where are they going to go? If they turn around and head the other way, we'll come back in on their flank again. Nope, they're coming after us. You've got to be kidding me. Why we're still marching in the battle line. Like allowing these guys to come up behind us. This is embarrassing having to fall back like this, to be honest, but we get 60 casualties, and look at that loss we're doing. We only have 283 men per brigade. Surprised this has not turned into a defeat yet. Yeah, our morale's at 28. We should be finished. Looks like we actually are causing more casualties to them in this battle than they are to us, though. 4,000 casualties. Here they come again. 4,000 casualties, 32% of our force. 7,000 is 26% of theirs. There's the defeat. All right. Going to keep marching to the end of the map here and stay away from this brigade. See how many casualties we at least caused. About the same as last time. We did 450 infantry, 45 the cavalry for a total of 495. Division total 1,700. Rhodes Division did the most. They almost did 4,000 casualties themselves. Wow. Then again, he's got 5 brigades in there. Dole's brigade just stood there and dished it out. Alright, I'm going to look at the wounded officers. Speed this along. Hopefully we just stay away from this brigade. Alright, and another defeat. Second Corps. Why he ordered us out of the entrenchments and into an attack is beyond me. I don't understand that call at all. So we took down 7,500 of their 23,000 infantry, 750 to 1,700 cavalry. Got 5 of their 80 guns, but they'll get those back because they won the battle. They lost total 8,000 of the 26,000 men they had on the field. We lost 5,341 of our 10,199 infantry, which is 50% of our infantry is gone. 544 of our 3,500 cavalry. Our cavalry never seems to fight anyway. Lost all of our guns. Total loss of 6,070 to 14,065 we had on the field. We gained 71 prestige, 61 from inflicting casualties, and 10 for reaching the combat zone. So I really don't. I don't know what the hell Yule was thinking. I really don't. We had those beautiful entrenchments, and they were actually coming and attacking straight at those entrenchments, and we went out to go get them. Then again, the last couple of battles, what should have been defensive fights, we were going on the offensive every time. This battle, the battle before this, and second battle, Winchester, where we were seen off, we were actually moving out to attack instead of grabbing the objectives and setting up a defense. So I don't know what the AI is thinking. But it is what it is. So I'll see you all back on the map screen. And that is it. The war is over. I can't believe this. I think it's the first campaign in this game I have ever played and I've lost. And again, starting in 1863 as a brigade commander was it's a rough start. It's a very rough start. Now, June 9th, 1864, and it is done. So anticlimactic. We started this campaign with some very high hopes in 1863, but some of the AI's decisions have just been mind-boggling, to say the least. So read this newspaper here. The war is over. Confederacy sues for peace. Union armies triumphant. Rebellion crushed. The campaign is over. The American Civil War has ended with the Confederate armies surrendering to the victorious Union armies. Union field commanders report Confederate soldiers laying down their weapons. Some smaller bands of Confederate soldiers are reported to still be resisting and trying to escape capture in Mexico. While small-scale skirmishing and fighting is still ongoing, the war is finally over. The President of the United States has called for a grand review of the armies in Washington, D.C. This grand display of the Union's victorious forces on parade will fill the city full of amazed citizens to cheer the troops and the hard-fought victory they achieved. The President of the Confederate States of America is reportedly fleeing to avoid capture. The Grand Hail congratulates the victorious troops of the Union. With the war over, it's time to think about the future. Will America heal from the wounds of the war? Will it stand once again united, with the northern and southern citizens of all colors together? There's that paper again. Let's see if there's actually an ending video here.
With malice toward none, with charity for all, with firmness in the right, as God gives us to see the right, let us strive on to finish the work we are in, to bind up the nation's wounds, to care for him who shall have borne the battle, and for his widow and his orphan, to do all which may achieve and cherish a just and lasting peace among ourselves and with all nations. Abraham Lincoln, President of the United States of America. Epilogue. The Nation's Wounds. The Civil War was at best barbarism. For long years, Americans had fired shots and heard the shrieks and groans of the wounded. As the guns fell silent, the loud cry for blood, more vengeance, and desolation was no longer heard. As the last Confederate armies laid down their weapons, there is no hatred, but only exhaustion. The Southerners who raised the rebel flag in defiance, who fought and killed Union men, are not marched into captivity and punished. In the hell that is war, they had suffered plenty and lost, their homes laying in ruin. The feud among fellow Americans escalated into a terrible war from the will of man to enslave other men. With the Union victory, this evil came to an end once and for all. Now, all Americans, regardless of the color of their skin, were finally free, even if true equality would require decades even centuries to reach. And now it would be time to bind the nation's wounds that had long been bleeding and finally torn all open in the Civil War. However, it would not be under Lincoln's leadership the nation's wounds would start to heal. Lincoln's abruptly ended presidency saw only a brutal civil war, but in the end, the Union, preserved under his leadership, would eventually emerge stronger than it was before the war. But a just and lasting peace with all nations would not be cherished for long. In fulfilling the manifest destiny, war would continue to be ever present.
All right, this is a new career highlight screen. I guess this is for the Whiskies and Lemon DLC. But I gotta say, and I always say this, I do love these videos that Lionheart Filmworks did for this game here. I know this is really important. Yeah, this is just basically going through. Yeah, this is basically all your diary entries right here, your journal entries. Though we did manage to get above Magruder in the ratings, we went from 51 to 50, so we did at least pass one general by before the campaign ended. Can't believe we lost it. Why? That should be a picture of my avatar, not Sherman. Final slap in the face for losing the damn war. But I did have fun playing this. The new career system is very interesting. Though I'm going to say starting in 1863 as a brigade commander is not a good decision. Though it was fun. So I'm going to take a few days off here now. And I'm going to get set up for an 1864 campaign. But I will not be using the career system for it. I will be fighting the campaign as the overall commander of everything. So I don't think it'd be possible to once again beat the campaign starting in 64 with the career path. So I'll set that one up. It's now Tuesday. I'll take off the rest of the week and I will start setting that up for a Monday release. So I don't know if I'll be recruiting any brigades. I've never played the 64 campaign in this game, to be honest with you. I think like a lot of people, I always stuck with the 61s for a very long time because you can get the most, you can shape the armies the way you want to. So I think 64 start will be interesting for us. So I hope you all enjoyed the series, as short as it was. I think we learned quite a few things about the new system along the way. Definitely some lessons learned on how to use the system and how things happen on the battle map. So, once again, if you're a new viewer, returning viewer, you've not yet subscribed, please think about hitting that subscribe button. If you do, remember that bell icon so alerts when the next video comes out. And I will see you all at the start of the new campaign on Monday, and it will be, as I said, a 64 start. So that campaign probably won't last too long either, as we got to kind of turn around from the brink and bring it back. We'll see how long that one lasts also, as it is the final year of the war. I will see you all on Monday.